Today's video is brought to you by Raze Energy Drink. What's up, YouTube? I got a very special video for you today. Unfortunately, this is the second time I'm recording this video because I had some technical difficulties yesterday. For some reason, the audio was just horrible. So I'm hoping this is better. If it's not, I gotta figure something out. Anyway, today's video is about Buzz Lightyear because on Monday, I made a video about Buzz Lightyear. Talking about how he worked for the Wayland Corporation and fought xenomorphs. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Pixar theory. If you don't know what the Pixar theory is the idea that all the Pixar films fit into one specific timeline, starting with the good dinosaur and ending with monsters or Brave or something like that, depending on how you look at it, because the whole idea is that Boo is the witch from Brave and goes back in time to try to find Sully, gets lost in the portal doors and this and that, and then the whole thing, just create the big long timeline, everything all fits into place. And that is due to mostly the fact that the Easter eggs are within all the films. Like the Pizza Planet truck, being in every single film. Well, when Buzz Lightyear came out, it was kind of confusing because it's like, hey, this doesn't really fit right. But we do know the fact that the Buzz Lightyear film is, in fact, the movie that Andy would have watched to have wanted the toy in the first place. So, with that being said, this breaks the Pixar theory.
Everything is part of the Pixar theory. Thinking about it is getting me
wide open. Now I want to explain the new Pixar theory to you. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Supercar and Brothers for creating the original, not creating the original Pixar theory, but definitely expanding on it. And whenever a new movie comes out, they expand on it. So today, I'm going to create this new Pixar theory. And then I'm going to work on, getting all the movies, tying into it. I may not be able to get to all the movies today because there's a ton of movies. But I'm going to do my best to do what I can. So let's get into it. Make sure you hit the like button and that subscribe button. And ring that bell so you don't miss another video. Because I post a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's video is brought to you by Raze Energy Drink. So good. Ton of different flavors. BCA aminos. You got zero sugar, zero dyes, 0 calories. This stuff is just great. Look at that. Zeros all the way down. No crash, no BS. I've had many energy drinks in my day, and I've drinking many different companies, and this is the best. Definitely, keeps me awake all day. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. 5 o'clock right now, actually. And I'll be good for the rest of the day. If you go to repsports.com, that's REPP sports.com, you can go to the website. You can see that they have, not just energy drinks, but they have protein flapjack mix. You can buy different vitamin pills, weight loss products, even apparel, everything. This place is awesome. And in 2021, Raze was the Clash of Clans champions. We beat out Monster, Redbull, and all those other companies. So go to repsports.com, use coupon code Johnny Huey for 15% off. Let's get back to the video. First of all, you may be saying, well, if Andy watched a movie to, yeah. So, Andy watched the movie Buzz Lightyear, the same movie Buzz Lightyear that we saw, which he became in love with the toy. He was like, hey, Ma, my birthday's coming up. I want Buzz Lightyear stuff. So all of his friends came over. Somebody bought the toy. Could have been his mom. Could have been another kid. I don't know. The parents, I guess, got together and said, hey, let's, coordinate who buys what. I don't know. But then you get the kids come over. You got the poster. You got the, the toy. You got bed sheets. What friend? No, seriously. What friend will buy you bed sheets? I can see your mom buying bed sheets. Maybe your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, something like that. But you come to my birthday party and you buy me bed sheets. I mean, kick that kid out. You ain't buy me bed sheets. I mean, yeah, you buy me bed sheets for my birthday. I guess I'll beg, yay, I'll use them, but anyway, so Andy got all this cool stuff from Buzz Lightyear. And, it was his favorite toy. Just like, when Toy Story came out, I got a bunch of toys and merchandise and things like that because I love the movie. Now, the reason that the Buzz Lightyear film breaks the Pixar theory wide open, it just wide open, cracks it right down the middle, is the fact that this is a movie within a movie. This... it doesn't really fit anywhere in the timeline itself like it originally would have, but it fits inside Toy Story 1. It is the movie inside Toy Story 1 that Andy went to go see in the theaters. With that being said, we could say quite a few other films also fit into this concept. So we could say that Andy and Toy Story is the only film that is in this timeline of real life. And all the other Pixar films are either just movies that Andy could have seen, or, in other words, imaginative ways. So Andy itself is real. The whole Toy Story movie of all the action figures, toys doing other stuff, is all in Andy's head. Andy has a huge imagination. Huge imagination. We know that from the beginning of the film when we see him, acting out the toys and we see them moving around, and we don't see Andy. We see it in his head that So what's to say that all that stuff Andy didn't imagine and it just created this story or a dream that he was just daydreaming about to create all this stuff that the toys have done. Even could have been, even when Bonnie had him, he still could be just like, hey, Bonnie has him, and, I still think about my toys and, all the cool adventures, and maybe those other adventures that they had while they were Bonnie was all still from Andy. Now, with Andy having a great imagination and him passing his toys on, he may have wanted something else to do with his life. So I actually made a video about this up here. The movie Onward. Yes, this could also be a movie that Andy could have seen, about another planet and warlocks, witches, who knows. But I think Onward is a D&D game that Andy had with his friends. And I have a whole video explaining up there. It's a movie based off of D&D type-esque stuff. So what's to say that Andy, with his great imagination, could have came up with a story? I bet Andy was the dungeon master. Most definitely. So this was probably in college. Andy gave his toys to Bonnie. He's, sitting there thinking one day, okay, my toys are going on these awesome adventures still. He has a great imagination. So he was like, hey, let's play D&D. And he creates the story and the concept and his friends are playing, and we see that movie unfold in Onward. Then we also have The Incredibles. The Incredibles are basically the Marvel characters. Mr. Incredible is basically an X-Men. And, just like any other superhero movie that we see, Andy has that too. And then we also see Mr. Incredible comic books. We do see it in Finding Nemo, but I've seen plenty of movies where I see like Marvel characters or a kid with a Marvel comic book, and it's not a Marvel movie. So that definitely could be just a placement, in there. Just like the Pizza Planet truck is placed in every single movie. It's like McDonald's or Domino's putting their, franchise in each movie as a way to kind of advertise. It's the same thing. So it definitely makes sense for the fact that all the Pixar movies are all things that Andy could have seen or created, like the D&D game. So the Pixar theory itself is that Toy Story never happened. It's all in Andy's head. And Andy is the one true Pixar character that is real life. Andy is us. And all the other stuff around him is basically like us watching the Pixar films and, doing stuff. Because I play D&D. So I definitely could, I have a good imagination. Like I said, I play D&D, so all this makes sense to me. One other movie I want to talk about is The Good Dinosaur. That, to me, potentially could be like the Land Before Time movie that I grew up watching as a kid. Very well could be Andy's Land Before Time. Talking dinosaurs, going on adventure, doing stuff like that. Boom. Brave. Another one. Definitely, every single one of these films, I could definitely talk about all day, saying how they are potentially just a movie. We see them as just a movie. So think of it like that. Don't think of the Pixar theory as this whole big timeline. Think of it as they're movies within one movie franchise. So the Toy Story franchise, the 4 films, think of that as the one true movie, and everything else is locked in there. And it's all because of Andy going to the movies. Cars, even. Cars. Kids love cars. Kids got Matchbox cars. So what's to say that, Andy didn't go see a movie about cars? Talking cars. Why not? You think it's so weird to have a movie about talking cars? We have a movie about talking cars. So what's the say that he didn't have the same exact movie? And, he did have the same exact movie because, in this theory, that would be his movie. Or what's to say that, Andy once in a while said, you know what? I don't want to play with Woody and Buzz. I want to play with my Matchbox cars. Because what kid didn't have Matchbox cars as a kid? So he probably took those cars, had a track, and he went, and again, his imagination created this whole world around it. And that's what we see in Cars. Who knows? Very well could be. Or it could be another kid. Maybe one of Andy's friends really into cars. We don't see him exactly, but he's within that universe, and he plays with the cars, and that's what we're seeing. But I think it would make more sense if it's all kind of like in Andy's mind. Because that's like the main kid that we know. Anyway, I definitely want to work on this theory a little more. Maybe tie it in. Maybe go through each film exactly and tie it back in properly. The only film I probably wouldn't do is Buzz Lightyear, because Buzz Lightyear is in fact already stated to be a movie within that franchise. So I already did the D&D video. I might do it again, just kind of elaborate a little more, maybe because I have this new theory about it. Don't worry, I'm not giving the Duckverse theory. Duckverse theory videos are still coming, but the new Pixar theory is coming too. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you don't miss another video, because I release a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And thanks for watching. And make sure you hit that video up there and that playlist down there. Make sure you check out my merch store. I got tons of cool stuff. And if you click Leo's face right there, you go to my Patreon page. Every bit helps so I can make awesome content for you. I got a few tiers with great benefits and behind the scenes content only for you. And you can even get early access to my videos before they're released on YouTube. Other than that, see you guys next time.